Okay, second attempt. We'll see if this one goes a little bit better. I had a request from one of the YouTube modelers about my swing bridge, and it's one of the things that I actually wanted to do anyways. I wanted to go ahead and put a clip up of this. It's not your typical, may not be your typical swing bridge, but basically what we have is the 5 tracks, which are coming from underneath the city over here. You have your 2 passenger tracks, your 2 freight tracks, and then the yard lead, or the yard track, and I'll show you about that here in a second. But as you can see, there's no connections here at all, and that's because the connections are actually up underneath. There's actually a terminal strip up underneath of here. I'll show you that in a bit. And basically what we have here is just a single door hinge. So basically the layout was originally in a 13-foot by 11-foot room, and to make sure that trains couldn't accidentally run, there's a light switch. And basically underneath the bridge there's a board, and that board hits this, it turns the layout on. As you can see, maybe, and there's the water tower with the blinking light. Right now the layout is powered. If I hit the switch again, which would be the bridge is open, there's no power to the pike. That keeps, keeps things from accidentally falling off the edge of the earth, as it were. So let's get to the bridge itself. It's approximately 4 foot wide. Now, granted, this was originally designed to go across a normal sized door, which is about 2.5 foot, but I wanted to make sure that it was against the door frame on either end. So basically what it is you have your hinge over here, and as the bridge closes, the tracks all line up, and to kind of help things stay in alignment, I went ahead and cut the re-railers, and I've done that on both ends here. That just kind of helps to make sure that things don't get, that the trains stay on the track. And of course, because I don't have this in a room anymore, there's actually a bump stop on this other end to keep the bridge from going too far, and that's the other reason why it's angled. Also will help to keep things aligned. Now underneath, I need to grab my flashlight here, so pardon the movements. I noticed before it was a little too dark. But basically what we have is the legs just attached to a 2x4 up underneath, and they come down, and they actually sit on top of casters. And on that side, or for that actually holds the bridge up. Now, over on this side, I was talking about before, there is a terminal strip. Pardon the stuff that's underneath. Of course, that's where all the stuff that's not being used goes underneath the layout. Up underneath here is the actual terminal strip. The power packs feed the terminal strip feeds the wiring goes up to the track. As you can see, that's all done over here. And it just hangs. Now, eventually I'll put some sort of a strain relief or something of that nature on there. This is old, what they call head-end cable audio wire. It's rather heavy gauge. I think it's around 18 gauge wire. It's 2 pair with a ground. And basically what it is each track has 2 wires. And because one gray line here is 4 wires, well, then there you go. You got your north and south for a passenger, north and south for freight, and of course over here is the one for the yard. And of course you can take a look over here now and see that light switch that I was playing with earlier, and the little board that actually slides across it. And of course there's another board over here too that helps to keep the vertical alignment. So in other words, the rollers are there just so it'll allow it to kind of float across the floor, but once it's in this position, the open end of the layout is actually holding it up. So it's not actually really resting on the casters at this point. So basically that's the operation of this thing. And of course, if I go ahead and open this, let me see if I can slide the flashlight out of the way a little bit, you'll see now the layout's dead. Now it's live. Now it's dead. And I can just slide this right on out of the way and the trains won't be running anymore. And I can open the bridge up the rest of the way and walk right back out. And that's it. So basically what you end up with is about a 2.5 foot walkway when the bridge is open between the bridge and the open side, or the Newtown side of my layout. Alright, thank you all. I will talk to you later.